So I'm kind of gonna address this one last time, and then I'm gonna leave it at that. Let the story basically tell us and show us what will or will not happen. But I do want to say this for a lot of people out there, because I feel like since Data, Jihad, and Bam's fight, which we can actually debate that Bam didn't even win, that Jihad could have kept going despite him missing an arm. I don't know, y'all been acting kind of goofy with his power scaling and whatnot, and thinking Bam. I'm seeing Bam could beat Wreck because he scratched to Wreck. Obviously, you know about the Bam and Yuri stuff. It's just, I don't know what's going on, and I don't want people to misunderstand, because I think Bam's a monster. His latent potential is incredible, but we need to calm down a little bit, because I like Bam. I relate to him. He's one of my favorite characters in the series, one of my favorite protagonists ever. It just, so some people are like, you know, you're kind of downplaying him. I'm like, I'm not downplaying him. I think you guys are overrating him, and I think you guys are underestimating the tower. So let's talk about it.
Running through the six already, one more time. Running through the six already,
So here's what I mean when I say I feel like a lot of people are underestimating the tower. It is not some, you know, walk in the park to climb 134 floors to the Jihad Empire. Rankers are being disrespected by the community, and I don't know why. I feel like fundamentally we understand that Tower of God is a story where the regulars take various tests, do various games on each floor in order to advance to the next one. And I'm thinking to myself, at this point, if they're already stronger than the people who are basically instructing them or giving them tests, what is the point? What's the point? If these guys, if Bam is already this powerful and whatnot, I don't feel like any test should really phase him. Now, that being said, Tower of God is not a meathead story or narrative, so some of these tests are pretty much purely cerebral. Look at Hansung Yu's test, right? You have to choose a door in 5 minutes and you fail if you don't. That was it. There was no powers you could use. There was no, I'll blast the doors. None of that could help you. So I'm not going to say he would breeze through every test, because we don't know how some of them might test you mentally, or some might just be luck. So in addition to that, I feel like for high rankers, for the most part, the community seems to be like, you know, we're not going to underestimate them, but I don't know. The Urek stuff, I don't even know what to say to that. He's the strongest active member in the tower who climbed it even faster than Jihad in only 50 years. I'm not trying to hear that. But he scratched him. Listen, go bathe. Go outside. Stop talking to me. I don't want to hear this shit no more. You're tripping. Bad. But in addition to just the rankers, I actually think we're underestimating some of the other regulars. The CB and A rank regulars. I do believe that there's going to be tons of regulars that can still pose a threat to a lot of our team members, including Bam. Especially in the B and A rank, people who are higher up the floor, have a bit more experience and whatnot. And the reason why I say that is because, again, I feel like fundamentally the story is already broken if he can just go and wash and none of these guys can touch him. Because it's like, well, who's there to oppose his Bam's team and such? If, okay, he's already stronger than all these regulars, he's out here washing the rankers at this point. I don't believe that makes much sense. And you have to remember, there's tons of Jihad princesses that are climbing the tower, and we know that their aptitude and their abilities are phenomenal. I can always look back at the Andorsy in the Sword Art arc, aka, you know, the Hidden Floor, you know, Data Floor, where everyone there is learning Tenshin and Shinsu quality, and Dorsey learned it in less than 2 days. And as talented as Bam is and was, it took him longer to learn it. So we're not gonna just be like, oh, because he's in the regular, he's the best or whatever. And SIU himself said right here that a lot of people are getting the wrong idea from Bam. And he says here, there's something that many readers misunderstand. Bam's talent is definitely amazing, but it's not matchless. He has weaknesses as well. Fug didn't capture Bam because of his talent, but rather due to his irregular title. So this tells me that he's not. So what he's trying to say here is that, yes, Bam is powerful. Yes, he has talent, but he's not some incredible genius that no one can match. And we have proof of this. And we have proof that our regulars can be beaten and passed, which I'll get to in a second. But remember that The most important thing about being an irregular is that the rules of the tower don't really apply to you. Forget everything else. That's the main thing you need to take away from that title. Now, Adori and N have surpassed tons of irregulars being purely Jihad princesses. Adori, we don't even know if she's from a 10th grade family. She could just be a talented regular, or yeah, a talented regular who got Jihad's blood and became what she is today. And we know was a daughter of Erasure and Gustang, plus given the power of blood, and she became ranked number 7, stronger than a lot of irregulars. So with this arc coming up right now, the last station, I feel that SIU has an opportunity to kind of calm everyone's ass down and be like, look, relax. You know, they have a ways to go. This story is not, you know, even in its like end phase right now. Let's just see how it plays out. So basically what I'm saying here is, believe what you want to believe, but you probably shouldn't underestimate rankers, and you definitely shouldn't underestimate the other regulars. I understand our team and some of our members are growing at a high rate, but I still think they've got a ways to go. But that's what you have to say. Tell me what you guys think about it. You think Bam's ranker level? You think he's beating Yuri and Urarek? Let me know in the comment section below, and you guys have yourself a good day. Yeah.
I'm just by myself, I'm just by myself. Phantom of the South, sitting in a different realm. I don't like these rainy skies cause I'm not one to dwell. I'm just sitting in my sadness like a cry for help. I'm just by myself.